But can I tell it? Fundamental duty concept, why should we take it from somebody else? When we in our culture had concept of dharma, yes or no? We had a concept of dharma in our culture. We know what is dharma. So the concept of dharma is already in present in Hinduism or Indian culture. Concept of dharma is already present for us. Is present for us, and so no need of new things. But we took the idea from Soviets, but it was a part and parcel of Indian citizens that they knew the concept of dharma from their birth. No, this is the common words we use. No, dharma, karma. Dharma and karma is a common word for all the Indians. Let it be in any language. So it is an integral part. Can I say this? No need to have a separate thing. Otherwise, also, dharma is integral part of our Indian constitution, Indian society. Clear? Other than that, we always should understand that rights and duties, are two sides of the same coin. Are two sides of same coin. Okay, so always another thing we should remember that promises of part 3 and part 4 cannot be fulfilled without citizens performing their duty. Yes or no? The government is giving you part 3 and part 4. So the promises which government has made under part 3 and part 4, for them to be properly utilized and for them to have in the proper essence, what happens is, even now, fundamental duties help government fulfill part 3 and part 4. We do our fundamental duties, won't it help part 3 and part 4 of the government? Yes. So we'll help government fulfill part 3 and part 4. Then, and can we go, you have the book, right? Get in. I'll tell you a few things. Look at this. Protecting sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India. And when we see the spirit of common brotherhood and values preserve the rich composite culture of India, and scientific temper or environmental protection, or let it be public property. When we observe these things, see this public property itself, protection of rich culture itself, or unity integrity of India itself, when we observe these things, what it says is, isn't this is we are working against antisocial elements, serve as a waning for antisocial elements. If you do this, won't you shoo the antisocial elements out? Won't that scare the antisocial elements if Dakshineshwar is there? So he becomes a protector of some Hampi or something. If some antisocial element is trying to throw stone there, Dakshineshwar does his duty of protecting the Hampi culture, scripts. So if you do your duty, you will threaten antisocial elements or what? Yes. Understanding? Then, so this is source of inspiration. Source of inspiration. Can you tell me which are those articles which are acting as a source of inspiration for you in fundamental duty? Source of inspiration. Article 51B. So noble ideas which inspired our national struggle. It's an inspiration for me. Yes, right? Source of inspiration. And they don't stop even E. Yes, promote harmony of spirit of common brotherhood. Not only that, what happens is all these days we are acting as a mute spectators. Fundamental duties ask us to fight against antisocial elements. Fundamental duties make us to stand for the rich heritage and culture. Fundamental duties make us to understand our identity and presence. Fight for our identity and presence. And fundamental duty, what's the wonderful part of fundamental duty is this. Fundamental duty, what is the wonderful part of fundamental duty is this. They make sure we are actively participating in the process of nation building. Yes or no? Aren't we active participators of nation building if we tend to do our fundamental rights? If we tend to do our fundamental rights, we are actively participating in the process of nation building. Clear? Next, they reflect, endorse Indian way of life. Yes or no? They reflect and endorse Indian way of life. Don't you see this fundamental rights? Even though we borrowed from USSR, they're so fundamental and so Indian in their behavior. They're so fundamental and they're so Indian in behavior. Clear? So amazing they look, right? They're Indian, they're fundamental, and they show Indian way of life. Other than that, it was Sardar Swarna Singh Committee. Swarna Singh Committee recommended for fundamental duties in our constitution. So on this note, 42nd Amendment Act with it, 42nd Amendment Act, and this 42nd Amendment Act 1976, we get this fundamental duties. Clear? Any doubts still here? Okay. Now I will start a new concept which most of the people don't study on this form. So now let's go for, hold on to your books. I will tell few things. What if we don't follow fundamental duties? Nothing will happen. Government can't punish us. So that's what I'm going to teach you. Hold on to fundamental duties. Take out your book. Over that, look at the PDF also. So mark out those articles which I say. So Article 51A. So what does Article 51A say? Abide by the Constitution, respect the ideals of the institutions, the national flag and national anthem. Okay. So for this, do we have any punishments? Yes. If people, so articles like 51A has punishment. Article like 51A has punishment. So what happens for Article 51A now? Look at this. So do you have national flag code? Yes. Do you have national anthem to be respected, national flag to be respected? So what is the ratio of national flag, how it should be, how should be the colors, and where should be the Ashoka Chakra, and when to be hoisted, in what material the national flag should be made? Do we have all these things? Yes, we have all these things. So what happens? These are under national flag code. We have it. So If we violate any of these things, are we punishable? Yes, they punish us if for violation of these things. They punish us for violation of these things. It's a punishable offense. So national flag code is there, and if you violate that, it's a punishable offense. So Article 51A is understood. Let's go for Article 51C. To uphold, protect sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India. To uphold, protect sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India. Do we have any such things to make sure of this? Yes. What happens to uphold and protect unity of India? What we tend to do is we tend to respect our fundamental duties. Okay. What happens? Can you go against the sovereignty of your country? Will you be punished? Yes. If you tend to break the unity in diversity, are you punished? Yes. We have reasonable restriction under Article 19, Clause B, right? Remember, I had told many CRPCs, I had told many things. So, there under that, isn't we are protecting fundamental duties also? Article 124A and all. Yes, Section 124A and all. So we have a comprehensive legislation. Yes, we have a comprehensive legislation. So Article 51E, to promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood among all the people of India, transcending religion, linguistic, regional or sectional diversities, to remove the practices of derogatory for dignity of women. Okay. Am I making comprehensive laws to protect the dignity of women? Yes. Am I, if somebody doesn't follow fundamental duties of protecting the dignity of women, am I punishing them? Yes. So do I have Vishaka guidelines? Do I have women's workforce? I mean, protection, security for the women in our workforce act? Not only that, we have domestic violence act, and we have dowry harassment act, and we have sati. All these things are working conditions. Yes. So all these things are to protect and enhance the women's security. Are we doing this? So Article A, C, E, there is a comprehensive legislation already. Let's go for next. So G, to protect, improve natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife. So, do we have comprehensive legislation for this? Yes. Environmental Act, forest protection. So, we have protected forest. We have national parks. So, we have wildlife sanctuary, environmental impact assessment. So, there is already comprehensive. We already have comprehensive policy for this. Then next one, I, to safeguard the public property. To safeguard the public property. Yes. So UP government came out to safeguard the public property. Anybody who vandalizes public property, these people have been captured through CCTVs and through uh, viral videos. These people are captured, identified, and their property has been taken under government custody for their vandalization in public property. Same thing, even they're telling it in even in Bangalore. Bangalore, they want to do something like this. Though Bangalore's Home Minister Bommai, right? Who is the Bangalore's Home Minister? I mean, not Bangalore's, Karnataka's Home Minister. So what he does, he is also doing something like this. He proclaimed that so people who have vandalized the things recently, there will be their property will be. So this is a good move, right? So are we protecting like this? Develops, are we protecting, safeguarding public property and adjoining violence. So now, can we understand this concept? Do we have a comprehensive legislature for ACEGI? We have a comprehensive legislation for the clause ACEGI. Any doubts on this? Any doubt on this? Okay. Now, things change. For the remaining articles, let's see what are the remaining articles. B, D, F, H, J. B, D, F, H, J. B, to cherish, follow the noble ideals which inspire the national struggle. Can I have a comprehensive article for this? Can I have it? No, I can't have it. It's very tough to come out with imposing any strict rules on this. Can I come out with punishments if you don't follow this? No, I can't do this. To defend the country and render the national service when called upon to do so. They've told this here, but what happens is there is no such rules yet. There is no such law yet. But voluntarily you can go. Voluntarily you can go. So in your before Arogya Setu app, what you could have done is you can work as a voluntary for the government of Karnataka, and government of Karnataka gives you certificate also during COVID-19 time, supply of food, maintenance of traffic, maintenance of records of the people. So such small voluntary works were there. You could have done all these things. So all you need to do was to get the voluntary certificate and done. So you had to apply it online. So we could have done all these things voluntarily, national services. Yes. So even though we don't have this concept that we should do compulsory, but what we are doing is we can do voluntary services. Clear? Next. Promote the harmony of values and preserve the rich heritage. The certificate, when you do good deeds will always help you. Okay. The value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. No. Clear? So we need to protect our culture, right? We need to protect our culture. So let it be well performing festivals, well performing rituals. It is us who need to protect. So can I put an imposition like what had happened? Remember, BBMP, under BBMP, our commissioner, Bangalore commissioner of police, asked us not to go for celebration of Ganesha festival. Yes or no? Has warned us not to celebrate Ganesha festival. When is Ganesha festival? 22nd, right? Why he doesn't want us to celebrate Ganesha festival? Public health for coronavirus. So they have asked us not to do for celebrations like this. So what happens now is even festival celebration is part of culture. So if we stop celebrating festivals, our culture will go away. Right? It's part of your fundamental duty to celebrate festivals. It will come under Disaster Management Act, but I'm just asking. I'm just giving you the link. Celebration of festival. If you reduce to celebrate the festivals, your culture goes away. So when you grow up, you see all. This is not for Hindus or Muslims, but everybody. I wanted to tell you one simple concept. Your parents carried few cultural aspects. Okay, few rituals. So few customs. It is in your hands now to take it forward. You're grown adults, you're in that matured age, you get married, you're ready to form a family and everything. So don't miss out any of these cultural rituals and customs. If you give up, your kids will never know whether there was a cultural existing like this. Example, for Hindus, marriage was 3 days. Before that, it was 7 days. According to my caste, marriage goes for 7 days. Bride side, groom side, marriage will be 3 days. So bride will prepare for the marriage for 7 days itself. So there'll be 7 days celebration for the marriage. What a wonderful culture it was. Now we had come for 1 day marriage. That took 3 hours. And other than that, reception, we don't have any of those rituals in reception. So we have lost all these things. Time constraints are actually time constraints. So don't you think time constraint is more for rich people? More for rich people. These rich people are going for 7 days, 5 days marriages, even though for them time is money. So what we are doing is, in the name of westernization, we are reducing all these things. And we can't do anything under COVID-19. At least house rituals. So closed family rituals, small rituals. Why to miss out on all these things? If you stop this, it will never flow further. Don't miss out. Let it be festival rituals also. Fasting. See, remember when I was in uh, school, 8th standard, 7th standard, 6th standard, for us, Sankranti Yugadi, early in the morning we used to wake up and put oil all our body and stand in that was castor oil. Stand in sun for almost like half an hour, 45 minutes. Then get inside the house, hot water bath, and then do other things. Less knowledge, yes, sir. Less knowledge, how to. That's also thing. So, what has happened now? We forgot this ritual only. And there are rituals of, Sankranti, people used to decorate rangolis in front of their house, big rangoli. They used to have competition. So in the road, this is the biggest, this is most colorful. All those things are gone. So if you don't protect your own culture, do you think your son, daughter, your granddaughters, they will do if we are not doing it? And one of the wonderful ritual was in marriages for us. Even in villages, they have reduced. For us, there will be this one of those chapra antivi. I mean, putting this coconut, this thing, shade in front of your house. That is one day complete ritual. So what used to happen? People used to go Torna. Okay, people used to go for forest, collecting 7 different types of what is that, leaf and wood. So morning they go, pack their food, go to forest, collect all these leaves and woods. They used to come back and put torna in front of your house, and that was celebrated as a huge ritual. Now people don't even know what is this. See, there are many such rituals we are finishing, and it is gone. We are supposed to hold on to that. It is in your hand. Government can't do anything for this. Government can't say compulsory 7 days. Contractors will do. Everyone are there, right? So everything is given outside. So it was all the dayadis and, I mean, bridegrooms, brides relatives, who are like in-laws. This thing, mothers, brothers, and all, they are supposed to do all these things. All those things are gone. What has happened now is, can government ask us to, oh, you should have minimum 3 days marriage, all the 3 rituals, then only I'll give you certificate of marriage. It will be wonderful, no? If you perform all the 3 rituals, then only I'll give you marriage certificate. If you don't perform, we won't give you. So can government protect this like this? It can't do. It can't do such things. But protecting your culture, rituals, and everything should be done by us. We are supposed to do it. Clear? Next. H. Yes, it is many things. I want to talk about simple concept. Have you seen Hinduism? Is celebration. I told you in ethics also. Hinduism is celebration. Celebration of what? Celebration of birth, celebration of death, celebration of birth anniversary, celebration of death anniversary, celebration of naming of kid, celebration of kid eating food, celebration of women getting pregnant, celebration of women getting matured, celebration of annual festivals. So it's like in 365 days or 12 months, you have celebrations like this. Or can I tell Hindus minimum 80 to 90 days in a year? Even now, I'm talking even today, 80 to 90 days of a year, they are in celebration mode. You go to your relatives' festivals, you go to your relatives' engagement, you go to housewarming ceremony. So, major part of your year is through celebrations, yes or no? Wedding celebrations. So easily Hindus will attend 20 to 25 celebrate weddings in a year. Easily, yes, of your relatives. And naming ceremony 5 to 6, and housewarming ceremony 5 to 6, death ceremony 5 to 6, family get together, then pregnancy, baby showers. So it's a complete celebration every time. There, here, celebration, engagement parties. So it's complete concept of celebrations. And over that we have 30 to 35 festivals. And if you want to celebrate it properly, you can celebrate it. What is that? Ekadashis. So all these things have reduced. So major part of your life was celebrating with people. So almost like 3/4 of your life, I mean one third of your life, you're enjoying as a Hindu. But what has happened? The moment we gave up on all these things on the economic note, economy is not providing us all these things. What is happening is you're getting into depression, suicidal thoughts. Get back to all these cultural things. You know what used to happen? Uh, our villagers every week or once in a week or twice in a week, people sing, dance. They'll put a campfire. They'll do small rituals. Girls will go dress up something, and they will go to different houses giving harshna kunkuma. No sir, no sir, highest number of suicides are happening now only. That India is prone for highest number of suicides. 2020 suicidal deaths rates have increased by 36% in India. Almost like every 5 seconds one suicide case is being reported. So many suicides are happening 2020. So it's not reducing, they're not killing, they're killing themselves because of depression. And mental health is become very serious, and mental health has become very important. And it is time for us to come out of these things. How can we come out? These celebrations, do these celebrations, get back. You people start celebrating small festivals. Attend all your cousins marriages rituals. Don't miss any of them. Who will go so far? No, not that. Don't miss them, because they are very essential. That keeps your life going and make it more beautiful. Culture adds color to your life. Culture adds color to your life. Next. J, to strive towards excellence in all spheres of individuals and collective activity so that nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavors and achievements. How can I impose this on people? How can I impose this on people? How can I impose this striving towards the sphere of individual collective activity so that nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavors and achievements? So it's very tough to impose these things. So it is we are supposed to impose these. It is in our hands. We are supposed to do it. So see, that's what ACEGI. Who does it? Government has been making comprehensive legislation to do this. DBDFHJK. We are supposed to do it by ourselves. Clear? Other than that, who is a parent or a guardian to provide the opportunity for education to his child, or as case may be the ward between the age of 6 to 14 years. So you should, it's your fundamental duty to make sure a child gets educated. Every child gets educated between 6 to 14 years. See, another major reason for suicide is, I'm not asking you to be religious, but there are many other ways of understanding things. One of the very important ways, being religious, being religious, or getting yourself into religion, or following religious ideologies or religious practices or rituals, actually takes you out of depression. You can fight against mental health. And secularism doesn't work here. Secularism, anti-religion things, please don't ever think they are the solution for you. Huh? They are the solution for you people. Yeah, give me 2 minutes. Sorry for inconvenience. So let's get back. See, this is very, very important at this crucial time of COVID 19. People are inside the houses. Over that, it is a common practice for me also. Almost every week, one or the other problem is arising because of COVID 19. So I saw almost like 14 deaths in past 3 weeks. It's a common scenario because before that, all my life, I've never seen 14 deaths. Suddenly, in 3 weeks, it's a common scenario around me. So it's happening. Like people I know, they're dying like this, and we can't do anything also. So over that, your other pressures are happening. Your other pressures are happening. So you need to work, your work pressure, you need to have a family pressure, you need to study for exams. All these things are part and parcel. They're getting, everyone tends to get worked up on these things. Everyone tend to get worked up on these things. So when it is happening like this, simple concept, what keeps you going? Because this is a time, short time, you need to come out of this, everything will be all right. But this present time, which helps you is this. Yes. So this is a recommendation, not religious, as in religious. Get into meditation. Get into meditation. Now, new stats have told, out of 10, 2 Indians have a mental disorder in past 3 months. It started staying at home. People used to travel, people used to enjoy fun, have fun, they used to forget many stress and pressure. But what had happened because of this COVID-19 lockdown, restrictions everywhere, and fear of the this thing, and people are also not there to be with you, used to have fun with friends, be with friends, family members used to enjoy, all those things are gone. So it's been almost like easily 6 months. 6 months is a huge time for a person to get into depression, stress, and all those things. So you need to get fight against these things. Meditation. Mental health is a serious issue which India needs to concentrate, youth need to concentrate, youth needs to work on it. And second thing, what happens is mental health, you won't know the reasons. Unlike physical problems, mental health can also be diagnosed, but it needs external help and it is not visible. So help your friends if anybody are in mental health, and you people also, please come out of these things. Do you have many other ways, take help. You can contact me, you can contact your friends, and anybody whoever are undergoing depressions or any sort of problems in the mental health and mental stress and pressure, need to handle that for a time being. So you just move out of it, you'll never get that back. So just for time being, because so many articles are coming out after Sushant Singh Rathod's suicide for due to depression and anything. So many people confronted that. Yes. So now you people are youth, and I can understand youth plus unemployed. That's the major problem, right? Youth plus unemployed plus you don't have proper economic support. So this can push you more deep into all these things. So don't fall into this. Keep diverting. One way of diverting: meditate and yoga. Meditation and yoga. Okay. Meditation and yoga is the best medicine for you people right now. Illegal activities are taking care, yes, but meditation and yoga, or you can get counseling, or you can talk to your friends and foes, express your feelings, express the fears, express if you're getting negative thoughts, negative dreams, everything can be expressed. Once you express, you get solution. Don't ever stop yourself from expressing any of your mental related stress issues. Please express to people who you believe. If you don't have anybody like that, you can even contact me. I would definitely help on these things, because it's a very serious issue. We should take it, because this will continue for another 1 2 months. So under this, we should work together. Clear? Then Dakshin, as if you don't know me, you know me from almost like 1 year, Dakshin. Preventions of insults to national honor, 1971. See, this is an act which was given to take care of A. This is an act which was given to take care of A. That is 51A. Constitution, national anthem, national flag. Instructions issued from time to time on the subjects have been embedded on Flag Code of India. Then Article 153A of Indian Penal Code, activities which encourage enmities between different groups of people on the grounds of religion, race, people, birth can be punished. These are through law we are implementing, right? We are implementing through law. Then communal organizations can be declared unlawful. Can we declare? We had declared. So yesterday, can we declare PFI and SDBI In Karnataka, can we declare PFI and SDBI who were reasons for riots day before yesterday? They are the reasons for communal riots day before yesterday, yes. They had vandalized Congress leaders' house and another Hindu leader's houses. So, and it was a pre-planned, completely pre-planned. That's what many people are telling. Let's not get into this. But these political parties were behind that riots. Can we ban them? Yes. Unlawful activities they are doing. Communal organizations can be declared unlawful association under Prevention of Unlawful Activities Act 1967, Prevention of Protection of Civil Rights Act 1955, earlier untouchability. Then section 123 and 123 3A. I didn't understand that section. Of Representation of Peoples Act declare that soliciting the vote on the grounds of religion, promotion to or attempt to promote feelings of enmity or hatred. So RPI Act also, if anybody in the name of getting the votes is insulting other religion, is insulting other beliefs, okay. So all these things were happening. So Article 123, Clause 3, Article 123, Clause 3A, all these things are to enforce fundamental duties. Government is forcing us to do our fundamental duties. Clear? Clear? Any doubts till now? Any doubts till now? Okay. Next. See, what happens is, what we are doing is a comprehensive class. This is paper 2 comprehensive class. So fundamental duties is one class. What am I doing so much? Why am I giving these things? Because I'm preparing you for mains also. It's a comprehensive course, understanding? So still more things to come. And I'm preparing you for public administration paper also. Clear? Next. Okay, SC's opinion on fundamental duties. Supreme Court's opinion on fundamental duties. Okay. Supreme Court says legal status of fundamental duties is similar to legal status of DPSP. Legal status of fundamental duty is similar to legal status of DPSP. So what does this mean? How DPSP is a duty of the state, but I can't question the state. Same way, fundamental duties are duties of the citizens, but I can't go to court. Understanding? Okay, if Dakshineshwar violates his fundamental duties, or forget violation, if Dakshineshwar is not performing his fundamental duties, can I take him to court? Can I take him to court? No, I can't take him to court. State can take him to court. State can't take him to court also. Okay. Okay. Now I'll start a new topic. You'll understand. Okay. Indian flag is there. Indian flag is there. Okay. I think we have Indian flag in our this thing only. Okay, this is Indian flag is there. So let's do like this. Indian flag is there. Now, there are 3 ways of doing. Protect Indian flag. Protect Indian flag. Point number 1. Least bother, ignore Indian flag. Don't harm or don't protect. Just ignore Indian flag and least be bothered And stage number 3, burn Indian flag. Okay, now understand. I don't have any legal sanctions to protect Indian flag. Yes, I can protect it. It's good. Can I ignore it? If I ignore, they will punish me? No. They will punish me? No. If I ignore, example, if I don't stand for national anthem, will they punish me? No, they won't punish me. So government, that's the best part. Did you understand? When government was asking you to stand up for national anthem, it was not asking you to stand for national anthem. It was asking you to play national anthem in theaters. Understood? There is difference between asking you to stand for national anthem and play national anthem. Yes or no? Yes. But people took it in a different way. They're telling, who is government to ask me to stand for national anthem? Who the hell told you to stand? It's your wish. You can sit, you can kneel down, you can sleep, no problem. But don't insult. What do you mean by insult? When people are playing national anthem, don't use foul words. Don't degrade the meaning of national anthem. If somebody is singing Janagana Mana, instead of singing Janagana Mana, you sing a item song then. No, that's not accepted. No need to stand, no need to show respect. It's not compulsory for you. But if you harm it, it is wrong. Understanding? Understanding? So punishment, to follow, there is no punishment. Not to follow, there is no punishment. But you go against if you go against your duties, punishment is there. Yes or no? Can I hoist a national flag? I can hoist a national flag. Can I not hoist a national flag? Big deal. After hoisting national flag, if you try to burn it, it is wrong. Okay. Can I hoist a national flag? Don't hoist a national flag, big deal. I hoist Pakistan national flag. I hoist Pakistan national flag. It is no problem. You can hoist Pakistan or what? You can hoist anything. You can hoist any national flag, no problem. But only problem is that should not harm the sovereignty and integrity of the nation. That's it. See, simple concept. Okay, we are telling this. How many of you seen this in Delhi or in Andhra Pradesh or in Karnataka also to a certain extent? Haven't you observed these things? Delhi people put Canada flag to their cars. Andhra Pradesh people put Texas from the Texas and USA flag. In Karnataka also we have seen many people putting some flags. But why USA Canada flag is accepted, Britain flag, London, everything, even they put Chelsea, Manchester flags also, but Pakistan flag is complete. No, you have all the rights to put any of these things, no problem. But how you should do is that should not affect the unity and integrity. That's it. Understanding? Hatred, hatred. Hatred. Okay, I wanted to tell you a simple concept. There was a survey conducted among Pakistan and Indian people regarding economic scenarios of India and cultural scenarios about India. Most of the people were so satisfied in Pakistan about India's economic and cultural scenarios. And it was like the same way how you have friends of other religion and you're happy with them until unless politics comes in between. Same goes with India and Pakistan. People are happy with each other. What comes in between is politics. What comes in between is politics. ISI wants funds. Why hatred? Why hatred? So it is politics which is creating this hatred. because that is one of the ways they can get back into things. Same thing has happening in Tamil Nadu versus Karnataka case also. Every time Amma comes into power, Tamil Nadu Karnataka Kaveri issue will raise. Tamil Nadu Karnataka Kaveri issues will raise. Yes, when JDS comes into power, Tamil Nadu Karnataka Kaveri issue raises. When a national party comes into power, nothing will happen. When the regional parties comes into power, let it be in this thing or in this thing, what happens? Problem starts. Yes or no? Yes. So should we hate Tamil Nadu people for this? Fights between? No, right? We can't do the same way. So let's get back. So what does Supreme Court say? If you're not doing your fundamental duties, no problem. If you're opposing your fundamental duties, going against fundamental duties, then you're supposed to be punished. Yes or no? Yes. And third thing, to maintain Article 14 and Article 19. To maintain Article 14 and Article 19. Can I enforce fundamental duty? Can I enforce fundamental duties? What do you mean by this? Can I make it compulsory for you to perform some rituals so that Article 14 and Article 19 are encouraged? Simple. Simple. So I have right to freedom of speech. Yes or no? Okay. So now, according to my fundamental duties, I'm supposed to maintain the unity and integrity. So I can make sure you are supposed to do this. So the Article 19 and 14 are enhanced. So to make sure your Article 14 and 19 valid constitutional laws with respect to 14 and 19 can be maintained if it seeks to enforce fundamental duties. To enforce Article 14 and 19, we can enforce fundamental duties, yes. Okay. Now, this is a wonderful thing. Supreme Court says citizens cannot claim that they are not properly equipped. They're not properly equipped for doing fundamental duties. You're not properly equipped to doing fundamental duties. Can't claim. So can I go to Supreme Court? Sir, look, they're asking me to tell fundamental duties to protect the monuments and rich culture. Sir, they have not given me gun. Sir, please give me gun so that I can protect. Okay, don't gun. Sir, I wanted to protect the women of my country. So I need to protect the women of country. I need to have full powers to punish the culprits. If I hit and kill somebody, please forgive me because I was implementing fundamental duties. Can they do this? No, right? No, right? Understanding? Citizens cannot claim that they are less equipped for fundamental rights. They can't tell to perform their fundamental duties. They need more equipments. Okay. Now, one person sits on the national flag. One person sits on the national flag and he's punished with 500 rupees of fine. He can't say, sir, a government has not mentioned anywhere else except in constitution, in books and everywhere in the places how to respect your fundamental national flag. It is not given everywhere. So how can I know I should not sit? I don't have legal literacy. No, you can't claim like this. You can't claim like this. Okay, clear? Clear. Next, if a citizen wants to interpret constitution, how did how did we interpret constitution? With the help of preamble? Every time we are interpreting constitution with the help of preamble, yes or no? Supreme Court said it will be more beautiful if you interpret the constitution with the help of fundamental duties. Yes or no? If you try to interpret the constitution with the help of fundamental duties, it will be way better. Yes. So this goes for both state also, both people also. So when you want to interpret fundamental rights like Article 17. So now can I interpret with the fundamental duties in my head? So it will be more beautiful. So interpretation of constitution, if you keep fundamental duties in your head, it will be beautiful. It will be beautiful. Okay. Supreme Court says one more thing. The word citizen the word citizen in Article 51A, we should take it literally, meaning that means fundamental duties are only for citizens. Okay, now I'll ask you a question. Can citizen violate fundamental duties? He can't violate fundamental duties. Should citizen do fundamental duties? If he does fundamental duties, it's good. If he doesn't do it, no problem. But he should not violate. Okay? If simple concept. A girl is being teased. Somebody is teasing the girl. Okay? You're a spectator there. One, your duty to save the girl. One. Second thing, you can ignore it and be like that. Third thing, you can get attached yourself to those teasing people. With them, you also start teasing this girl. So government is okay if you do this. It is happy. If you ignore also, no problem. But government doesn't allow you to do this. You can't tease a girl. Clear? So if you try to stop it, that's what I'm telling. If they have weapons, then also try to stop it. Okay. Now on this, throw stones. See, you made everyone's class so bright, Dakshin, today, throwing stones. I can imagine if somebody is using, we need to throw stones. Mud also wonderful. So now what am I asking you? Question for you people. Can Indian wear a underwear of USA and USA slippers? You have, right? We can wear it, underwear of USA, slippers, t-shirt. Okay. Can Indian wear Indian flags underwear or Indian flag slippers? Boxers, Indian flags, boxer, Indian slippers? No, we can't. Why? Because it is prohibited for us. In USA, it is accepted. They are accepting. Okay. Now, me being a non-USA person can wear this. Can a non-Indian wear this? Can a non-Indian wear this? Wear Indian slippers or Indian boxes, Indian flag slippers or boxes? No, we can't. Now we understood what I'm trying to tell is fundamental duties are not for citizens. But if non-citizen violates fundamental duties, can we punish him? Can we punish him? Yes. So now the question goes like this. If Pakistanis burn Indian flag in Pakistan, is it a crime? Is it a crime? Is it a crime? No. If non-Indians burn USA flag, Indian flag in USA, Indian flag in USA, is it a crime? No. Why? Because my law is only for my land. My law, I can't impose it on other lands. Understanding? My law is for my land. So if an Indian burning Indian flag inside India, is he punishable? Definitely. Non-Indian burning Indian flag in India, is he punishable? Yes, because law of the land. So Indian burning Indian flag in USA, is it punishable? No, it is not punishable, but I can confiscate his passport. He did anti-social, anti-national activities. Can I confiscate a passport? Can I remove his citizenship? Can I deny his citizenship because he was doing this? I should, right? Yes, I can do this. Understanding? So this is the stand of Supreme Court. Now, MC Mehta, MC Mehta versus Union of India 1988 case. You won't find this anywhere. Write it down, whatever I say. MC Mehta versus Union of India. MC Mehta versus Union of India. So what happens? MC Mehta versus Union of India. So this is for Article 51G, 51AG. What is G? What is G? What is G? Environment. So MC Mehta versus Union of India, Supreme Court says this. Every syllabus, let it be central and state syllabus inside India, all educational institutions, every syllabus, all educational institutions up to 10 standard, up to 10 standard, up to 10 standard should have lessons to protect environment. To protect environment. Yes or no? To protect environment. Yes. Next. Government should take care of printing textbooks and writing more textbooks and distributing for free on environmental related problems and solutions. So government is supposed to print books, publish books, do research articles, and give these books for free for all the citizens of India. Government is supposed to give short-term training program for teachers. on environmental protection and environment and environmental protection short term training program is a must. Introducing weeks cleanliness weeks cleanliness weeks throughout the country, where all the citizens, including members of MPs, a cleanliness week. There should be cleanliness week in a year where MLAs, MLCs, MP, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, Council of Ministers, Prime Minister, Judiciary, other leaders like IAS officer, IPS officer, all these people should come out and clean and protect their roads and environment. What a wonderful thing. Judgment under MC Mehta versus Union of India case. Yes, is it a wonderful judgment? To protect the Article 51A Clause G? Okay. Article 51A Clause J. Article 51A Clause J. So what has happened is, the case goes like this. The case goes like this. State of UP versus YS Mishra. State of UP YS Mishra. 1997. So it is Article 51AJ. Article 51AJ. So what does Article 51AJ says? Seniors must keep in mind this duty while writing ACR and APR annual confidential report of their juniors. Okay. So what happens? Every person, every senior officer need to report the working efficiency of their subordinates. So senior, like an IAS officer, KAS officer, has a right to write a report on the subordinates. When they're transferring annual reports, you're supposed to write. Not only in public, even in private entity, they need to give an annual report of the employee. So HR department will be doing these things. Under this, what happens is, under State of UP versus YS Mishra case, it was said that when you're giving a report about your subordinate or a junior or anybody, you're supposed to make sure Article 51AJ is working behind your mind. So what is it? What is it? What is your Article 51AJ? To strive excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activism so that nation constantly rise to higher levels of endeavor and achievements. So the report should be encouraging the junior to go work towards excellency. Yes or no? Yes. That's what Supreme Court says on State of UC versus Mishra case. Any doubts till now? Let's go for next topic. Next topic is Verma Committee, to encourage everyone. Verma Committee report. What is Verma Committee report? Verma Committee report. So Verma Committee report, this also it's tough to find out everywhere. So write it down with me. Verma Committee report goes like this. So I'm back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, Verma committee report. So Verma committee report goes like this. So what he did two basic observations. Okay, first one, he says that not many people are aware of fundamental duties. He says that not many people are aware of fundamental duties. They don't know these duties are there. So that means very poor awareness, and which can be addressed through, he says that this poor awareness can be addressed only through education. Okay, how many of you studied fundamental duties and fundamental rights in your engineering? How many of you studied fundamental duties and fundamental rights in your engineering? So you should thank Verma committee. Because of Verma committee's recommendation, fundamental rights and fundamental duties are part of your education system. So every person need to, yeah, qualifying subject. So that is because of Verma committee. So that you have awareness about your duties and your rights. So they said that second thing about Verma committee observation. So they also identified certain laws and executive orders which have the effect on enforcing fundamental duties. There were already existing many laws, many laws which were existing. They were indirectly enforcing fundamental duties, like Emblem and Names Prevention of Improper Use Act. Emblem and Names Prevention of Improper Use. What do you mean by improper use of emblem and names? Instead of writing India, if I write India, whatever it is. So if I represent India like this, it's wrong. Can you remember once Saurav Ganguly? What should be? How is our flag? Saffron, white, green. On his this thing he had flag ulta, green, white, and saffron. So representing your flag in a ulta way on the helmet, it's a wrong thing. And have you seen this? People that's so conscious about holding the national flag during Olympics and all. Olympics, Commonwealth Games, when they win the thing, you're not supposed to hold national flag whenever, however you want. So only people from USA can do. Jamaica, all those people, however they want, they can show. But Indians not. Indians will not tie the Indian flag to their hips. You know that? Because Indian flag should not be below your hips. Yes or no? You're not supposed to hold Indian flag below your hips. Other than that, Prevention of Insult to National Honors Act. Prevention of Insult to National Honors Act, 1971. Civil Rights Protection Act, Civil Rights Protection Act, 1955. Unlawful activities, you know this, unlawful activities Act 1967, Section 133 of Section 123 of RPA Act, Flag Code, all the Environmental Act, indecent representation of women, indecent representation of women, representation of women. These were identified by who? All these acts were identified by our Verma Committee. Clear? Clear. Okay. 123 also. I mean, that I have told you, right? We have identified. Verma Committee identification. I would have told you this before also, because I wanted to tell under Verma Committee, I had not told you. So those laws and these laws together, you need to write in your answer. That's it. Okay. Critics on fundamental duties. Critics on fundamental duties. Okay. Critics on, see, what I'm telling is Verma Committee has identified these things. Okay. Other than that, if there are any which we have discussed that is not identified by Verma Committee, clear? We have identified it. Okay. So holistically, when you're writing the answer, together you write it. I just told about Verma Committee's recommendations. That's it. Observations of Verma Committee. Okay. So critic on fundamental duties. What are the critics on fundamental duties? Vagueness. When you read this, is there any proper way of arranging them? Vagueness. Don't you feel they're so vague? Randomly they are put without thinking much. Vagueness. They're vague. Vagueness. Most of them are not enforceable. Most of them are not enforceable. Yes or no? We can't enforce most of them. We can enforce only few of them. Most of them are not able to enforce them. Like Article 51A, these things, we can't enforce them. B, D, F, H, J, K, we can't enforce. Clear? Next. One more very important concept about them is they're missing the very important fundamental duties. National Commission for Reviewing of Working Constitution. National Commission for Reviewing and Working Constitution. What they say is they say this simple concept. Fundamental duties list is not complete. What should I do for that? So they said that they recommended few things. One, duty to vote should be added. Two, duty to pay taxes. Three, foster the spirit, duty to foster the spirit of family values. India is known for family values and responsible parenthood. Old age care. Responsible parenthood and old age care. Yes or no? This should be the duty of every citizen in India. And it is the duty of all the industrial organizations to provide their workers' children's free education. Provide workers' children free education. So, National Council to review the working of Constitution has recommended these things. Aren't these are the beautiful ones? Aren't these are the beautiful fundamental duties? So, without these beautiful fundamental duties, what you can hold on to? See, some of the people criticize that it is in the culture of Indians that they perform their duty. No need of Article 51A to tell to perform our duty. We already perform, most of the citizens already perform their duty. No need to impose or tell them to that. Fundamental duties are increasing burden on fundamental rights and DPSP. So they're telling these things. What do you mean by increasing burden on fundamental rights and DPSP? What is the meaning of how is fundamental duties are increasing the burden on fundamental rights? How do you think is fundamental rights? Fundamental duties are increasing burden on fundamental rights. If I'm asked to do more duties, I'll ask for more rights. Yes or no? Example, I told you, you're supposed to protect the woman. Sir, to protect the woman, I need a gun. Understanding? Sir, if I put right to vote, sir, to right to vote, you should make sure that the voting, even the migrant voters can vote. Yes? So electoral list preparation will be tougher. Right to pay taxes. Sir, I have a duty to pay taxes. I'm paying my, you made it duty to pay tax. Now I'm asking you, it's your duty to provide me good roads. If I have a pothole, understanding? So how fundamental rights becomes burdened if I enforce more fundamental duties, yes or no? If I enforce scientific temper, won't that affect fundamental rights? Understanding how fundamental duties are becoming burden on fundamental rights. Clear? Any doubts on fundamental duties? Holistically, comprehensively, we finished fundamental duties. Any doubts on this? So, what all we finished? Article 51A. What more points? We see, Dakshin critics, you search everywhere, you can't find more comprehensive work than this. Any notes, any book, even books, nobody can give you so much information about fundamental rights. We have given exhaustive information. You can try also. You can go check the information I have given on fundamental duties. So you won't find it more anywhere. I can challenge you, Dakshin, also. What we have done, Article 51A, we finished everything properly done, and we know which committee recommended this, yes, and why we got this also we have understood, and what is the essence of each and so we have every article we have understood properly. Every article we have understood properly. We saw the philosophy of every article, every word written there, essence of them. After that, we came out with Supreme Court decisions. So, what are the Supreme Court stands? We compared this and Supreme Court recommendations on few articles, and we divided fundamental rights into enforceable fundamental rights, non-enforceable fundamental rights, fundamental duties, sorry, enforceable fundamental duties, non-enforceable fundamental duties, and how we are enforcing non-enforceable fundamental duties through education system, yes. After that, we saw recommendation of Verma committee, not recommendation, we saw observations of Verma committee, and after observations of Verma committee, we have come out with critics on fundamental duties. Clear? So this is about fundamental duties. Now I can happily say we have finished 40% of our studies. Another 40% of our studies will start from tomorrow, Monday, that is Parliament. So 40% of your questions come from these. Let it be mains, let it be this things, prelims. Remaining 40% will come now. Clear? Any doubts on these things till now? And it is mandatory for you people to remember each and every article. It is mandatory for you people to remember each and every section, cases which I've told, because you won't know. Without your knowledge, your answer becomes beautiful if you remember all these things. See, if people have not read all these things and they can't remember, we can forgive them. This, people who know everything and you can't remember, it is wrong. Article 51J. To strive towards excellence in all spheres of individuals and collective activity so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievements. Okay. To strive towards excellency in all spheres. Excellency in all sphere means what all? Excellency in all sphere. Excellency in all sphere. Excellency in education. Excellency in sports. Excellency in administration. So what we are doing, it is the duty of every citizen. So to perform best in his education, to perform best in his sports, to perform best in his administration, to perform best in his economic activities, to perform best in his job, you people to perform best as an aspirant. Yes or no? It is duty of you to perform the best while you're writing answers, while you're answering teachers. All these things should be at the best. Strive towards excellence. So whichever field you go, if you want to become an IAS officer, excellent IAS officer. It's your duty to do that. If you want to become an auto driver, excellent auto driver. If you want to become a Safai Karmachari, excellent Safai Karmachari. You're supposed to do this. Clear? Excellence in spheres of individual and collective activities so that nation constantly rises. One you problem with us, no? We do this because this is selfish motto. But problem is part two. People won't do this. How many of you are ready to share your knowledge with your friends, even though they are your competitors? How many of you are ready to share your notes, even though they are competitors? How many of you are ready to help them to excel in their field with all these things, not just you move together with a, you help your people. So we should help others to excel together, to thrive. It is your duty to help others to excel also. Yes or no? Rise the levels of endeavor and achievements. So now I have achieved 10 gold in Olympics. That's not correct. I should go for 20 goals next. Yes? It is not me alone. I should help people to do this. This is your fundamental duty. This is your fundamental duty. Understanding? Understood Article 51A(j)? Clear? Yeah. So, any doubts on these things now? So, let's wind up on this note and we'll start. And we can start things later. Yes. So, let's meet again. Till then, have a great day. All the very best. God bless you all.